Greetings from Berlin, where we have been for the last 2 days. Berlin and Jewish history, of course, raises a lot of emotions, and one cannot be but touched when you travel in Berlin and you look back at what happened here only some 80 years ago. I want to take these 3 minutes with ECI today to just reflect a little bit on the current relationship between Germany and Israel. My feeling after having met so many wonderful Germans and friends of Israel here in Berlin is that I would like to see a new perspective on Israel from Germany, not so much based only on guilt on what happened 80 years ago, but also to go beyond that and have a greater understanding of the Jewish connection to the land of Israel, the legal rights of the Jewish people to reconstitute their ancient homeland in Israel. We see so many people who want to stand with Israel but have almost like an obsession to come back to saying, well, listen, we should have the right to criticize Israel, we should have the right to criticize the settlements, there needs to be a two-state solution, and everyone is right to have opinions on these matters, but there seems to be a disconnect to what happened in San Remo, for example, in 1920. And very little knowledge about the historical connection, but also the legal rights of the Jewish people to the land of Israel. So as we enter this new era, not only of looking back at the Shoah, but looking towards the future, also now with the new government in formation in Berlin, this would be my wish. Let's sit down, let's really go beyond the Shoah. Let's look at the 3,000 years of rich history of Jewish presence in Jerusalem, in Israel. We are very grateful for the German acknowledgement of 1,700 years of Jewish life in Germany. It's wonderful, and they have a thematic year this year. But let there be more emphasis on Jewish life in Israel, not only since or after 1945, but much beyond. And this way, I think there's a fruitful future and cooperation between the State of Israel and Germany. So from Berlin, we say over and out, and shalom and auf Wiedersehen.